Hey, what's up, everybody? It'd be weird that we did the clap thing. So I've got Pat here.
And I got Brian here because we're both recording for our channels.
That's right. So you're gonna get two same videos, I guess, on the same channel. I don't know. I guess probably I'm gonna be looking at my camera. He's gonna be looking at his camera.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Or whatever's going on. But so we just saw Wonder Woman 1984.
I think it's Wonder. Oh, it is 1984.
Yeah, 1984. Well, Wonder Woman 84, WW84 is the
other
title.
Yeah, it felt like we started watching it in 1984.
God damn, that was a long movie, man. It's like 2.5 hours. And they could have cut like 30 minutes out of it.
Yeah, all the Titanic love scene bullshit. I don't even want to let go.
Oh my god. No, Steve. It's the only way. So, I don't know how spoilery you want to get on this one.
This movie sucks.
Okay, so I guess there's going to be spoilers on this.
We don't have to get to spoilers.
Well, I think that some spoilers, because there's got to be a reason why this movie sucks.
Fuck it, spoilers. All right, this movie sucks. Let's give reasons why this movie sucks. Okay? First of all, it sucks.
You could have left the whole, I want to call him Steve Rogers, but he ain't Steve Rogers.
No, definitely not.
Steve Chris Pine. He could have been left out of the whole movie, to be honest with you. Like, the scenes with him didn't seem like, okay, the little, like, kind of going around action scenes were kind of okay, but I just hated all of the, oh, but I want to be with you, like, scenes, and they just took forever. They focused on so goddamn much.
Look, here's the problem with this, and this is even before I seen the movie. This is my issue with the movie. Why is this not a modern day Wonder Woman film? The first one makes sense. Why it's an origin story. It takes place during World War II.
Yeah, that's fine.
That makes sense. It is what it is, and it's fine. Now this one, 1984. So she did all this shit. She shows up. She saving people left and right. Oh, the funny thing, she shows up, does a bunch of shit, then takes out the camera. Like, okay.
Well, that's the first time you see her.
But the point is, though, is all this shit happened, and then you're going to tell me that Batman never knew who she was? Superman never knew who she was?
Well, I mean, I think we talked about it for a second where they said, I was asking, well, when did Superman show up in the timeline? If it's the timeline for this movie, Superman's a kid. He's a little old kid. So he's not going to know who Wonder Woman is, but he's going to know what the fuck happened in the world.
Well, that's
the world almost fucking ended.
So so everybody over here, fucking Wishmaster over here, fucking granting everybody's wishes, and fucking now all the world's getting ready to blow up. Russia's getting ready to bomb the U.S. U.S. is getting ready to bomb Russia, and then everybody's wishing to be fucking the Wonder Twins activate and all this other bullshit.
Hey, the president needs more goddamn nukes.
Yeah.
Can't let those commies, like, take over.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, too. It's like all men in power are all just evil asshole dogs instead of wishing for, I just wish this whole situation would go away. No, it's, I need more weapons, I need more this. Or, hey, baby, what's up, girl? Hey, girl, what's up, baby? Yeah, every fucking dog out there is going to hit on everybody.
And no, the men are only hitting on Diana and, Beverly? Is that her name? Beth? Kristen Wiig's character. They're only hitting on those two. Barbara, no. Oh, Martha, okay? Why did you say that name? But it's just like they're constantly hitting on the two of them, and it's really fucking annoying until, of course, Diana gets back with Steve, and then it's all on Kristen Wiig's character. It's just like, okay, so what are the good things about this movie?
The action at the beginning was great.
I think that was fine. I think the action scenes aren't that bad.
But the problem is there's not a lot.
Except for the one with the kids.
But the problem is there's not a lot of it. Like, it starts off like, hey, look, here's some action. Here's what we showed you in the trailer. Now, guess what? You're not going to get no action. It's going to be all love scenes. Love. It's going to turn into a love rom-com bullshit that we didn't come here to see. So, this is supposed to be about women empowerment and all this other shit, but it's all about how she just cannot go on without living without her man's.
Yeah.
Even if that means he had to take over someone else's body to ruin someone else's life. Oh well.
Yeah, it's a lot with
it's hypocrisy is what it is.
It's just dumb. The thing is that she's just so, like, that's what she wants, and she can't be Wonder Woman. It's okay if she's not Wonder Woman because she's got her man. And it's just a lot of like stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be in there. I like Pedro Pascal's character. I think that what he's doing in that whole thing, because like the beginning, I was kind of, what's this guy? He's kind of smarmy, kind of not, but he's just a big shot for what he is. And then like the whole like plot of him becoming like is it the Wishmaster? I'm okay with. It wasn't that bad, and his acting for it was pretty good. I think Kristen Wiig, her acting was pretty good in this. I do like how she went from the bumbling idiot to actually being kind of the cheetah in the end of the movie. But again, like you said when we ended it, they ruined that fucking character.
Yeah,
they completely ruined
her basically her Joker to the Batman, or Green Goblin to Spider-Man. It's Cheetah, and it's like it's this throwaway piece of shit character.
Her Beavis to her butthead, because that's how stupid this character was.
And it wasn't nothing on Christian Wiig's acting or anything like that. Like you said,
I don't think the acting is bad. I don't think anybody did a bad job acting.
Like I was saying before too, though, about like the whole thing about Batman or Superman not knowing who she was or anything. Like you look at Batman, or excuse me, Justice League, right? When he's trying to recruit and shit, right? And it's like just scenes of her walking around and maybe a couple things from that World War II, or whatever. Like, are you gonna tell me that there's no stories of her flying around and saving people in '84, or she shows up which is in the trailer too? Well, we said spoilers anyways.
Yeah,
but showing up in fucking this huge golden armor and shit like that. Like no one ever fucking talked about this ever, about when the world almost ended, when everything was going fucking mad, missiles were disappearing in the fucking midair, cars were showing up, and people were teleporting, people were dying. Everybody was getting their wish granted, but no one fucking knew about this over when, other shit is happening all the way up in the future. Fucking stupid. Like this is the problem. Let me just say this real quick. This is the problem with DC over Marvel. Marvel, at least, even if they have a shitty ass movie like, say, Iron Man 3, at least it's intertwined with the fucking movie. Even when they had someone show up at Endgame from that movie, even though they didn't explain why that character was there, and you had to look up, oh, that's the fucking kid from fucking Iron Man 3. At least it's intertwined with the fucking universe. This is like, the fucking director just shows up and said, well, all this is going to happen of absolute fucking chaos, but no one will somehow remember it in the fucking DC universe up in the fucking future.
I think that's the problem that I've got with DC movies in general, is the scale is always super big in these movies. Now, I'm not saying that the scale in Marvel movies aren't big, but it seems like every DC movie, the only way they can do it with their characters is a world-ending, shattering disaster where everything is going to shit. Because it happened with Superman. I would say that General Zod coming down and how impressive he's going to destroy the world, like it's Frieza coming to the fucking planet or something. Not so much in the Batmans. And the thing is the Batmans.
Well, there is no Batman movie.
Well, not in this universe, but I'm just saying, kind of overall, it always seems like there's some big thing. But Justice League, it's Steppenwolf coming down, going to destroy the whole planet and doing everything. The first Wonder Woman didn't really have this so much, but it was a CGI fuckfest at the end of it.
But see, that's the thing, though. The first movie was great.
But the first movie was great to the ending.
Until the end, and
this one.
So, like I said, before anybody says, "Oh, you're just shit on it because it's Wonder Woman or it's a woman," no. Because we both loved the first one, except for, like you said, the end.
The ending is
it's
kind
like,
of
what
crappy.
The fuck just happened?
But the ending is crappy because she got pregnant. Like, and it's nothing offense to her.
That is on her because she signed up to be a superhero movie, and then she went and decided to get fucking knocked up. That is on her. She has every right to have kids and all that other shit. But if you sign on, wait until after.
Yeah.
They do that with baseball players and shit. Like, if you're gonna get pregnant or gonna have a kid, make it to where it's gonna be on the off season.
Try.
Some
of those baseball players. It could be anybody. They also tell them not to have sex before any of the games. But who listens to that? But like the whole thing is like what I was gonna say earlier. I was kind of laughing about was the whole thing with, like you say, like Batman wouldn't know. Batman actually kind of knew, right? He had the World War I stuff because they had the Wonder Woman 1 movie in the idea, right? Yeah. Even in Batman versus Superman, like there was little hints of that. Like he knew that there were other people that were. He was basically doing the Nick Fury shit, right? He knew there was people that had special powers, and he had a docket on everybody, a little docket. He didn't really know everybody, and it was a little more
which he
explaining
got
Justice
from
League.
Lex Luthor.
Right.
And the thing is, like, Lex Luthor, I would think, especially a man with him, it was a very knowledgeable, even that Lex Luthor sucks ass. I'm not even going there. Anyways, he would have more information on this. Like he said, there's a whole 1984. Yes, it's not like now where there's cameras everywhere, but there was cameras. There was stuff to record. It's not like it was like, oh man, I thought I saw someone flying around. This bitch was fucking all over the place in the malls. It wasn't secretive or nothing.
But I could get past the mall shit, right? Because it's just superhero. Oh, they're superhero, and they talked about it in that portion too. But what I can't get past is the whole world coming to an end,
and
nobody's going to say, because they decided to not. And I think that the flaw in this is that they're deciding not to do a connected universe anymore. And that's why this gets written like that, even though it started out as being connected. And I don't think it's going to be connected anymore, because the Batman that's going to come out is nowhere in this timeline of Wonder Woman, whatever. I don't know if Superman is ever going to show up in the Wonder Woman universe of this. I don't know if we're going to, the Flash movie, when the Flash movie comes out, if that's going to be connected to this.
Unless they're going to use the Flash movie to reset the timeline to be able to do shit.
It's possible that they're going to.
That's the only thing I can see. Even though I hate the fact that they're not using Ben Affleck as Batman again, because he was fucking great.
They kind of set up to do a Justice League 2 because they hint at Darkseid, and Darkseid would have been the main villain of Justice League 2, but we don't know if we're ever going to actually get it. And I'm really, really curious to see the Snyder Cut, because Darkseid's supposed to be a big part of it. So, or not a big part of it, but a part of it, let's just say that. Mm. So, it's just the movie's not a flaw of I want to just get the point out. Okay. The movie's not a flaw of the acting, because I think the acting in this movie is very good. I think the action sequences, with a couple of them being silly, they're pretty good. The problem is what you say, which is true, that it's just slow. It's so long and slow with all the other bullshit that doesn't necessarily need to be in this type of movie. I feel that you could have it, but you don't have to spend a good hour on that shit.
Just like when like all the thing about Steve, Chris Pine's character going around. Oh, this is art. Oh, what about this? This is a trash can. Like, motherfucker don't know what a trash can is, or we're in such a hurry. They steal a plane, which he makes invisible. Oh my god! But they're in such a fucking hurry to get to Cairo. Let's take the scenic route and look at fireworks. Which he goes, what are all these stuff? What's going on? I can't even know what fucking fireworks were. Fireworks were around back when Genghis Khan was alive.
Well, and then the section 2 with escalators, okay, where he's like, oh, I'm gonna teach you how to get on an escalator, and it's like World War I, escalators existed. Like, we looked at the timeline.
It was 18-something.
18-something. So escalators should have been around.
But there wasn't a World War II that was taking place then.
I thought it was taking place in World War I. It was the first movie. Maybe if it was World War II, that's even worse. I don't remember,
but still, yes.
But it's like there are things like that where it's like meant to be funny. And the thing is the music doesn't even match that scene, which I could not stand. Like, that portion of it as well, the music does not match the way that certain scenes work. It sucks.
One positive I can say about this movie is that we didn't see this 20 fucking times. Like, that's all she did in Batman vs. Superman. That's all she did in Justice League. Like, oh, don't make me do this. Oh, you blocked me somehow, Superman.
Oh, I don't want to know.
It's just so stupid. Like, that's all the move that they have her do. But, luckily it doesn't happen 5,000 times in this movie. But the other thing, though, is, like, at the end, she can't get close to what the hell's his name? Wishmaster. I'm just calling him Wishmaster. We can't get close to Wishmaster.
Pedro.
There's wind everywhere. We can't get close to him. My lasso looks like a limp noodle just flying all over the place. They can't do nothing. And then all of a sudden, it's touching them. And she's over there just like, oh, everybody, just renounce your wish. Everybody, please.
It's just
please, everybody. Just do this. Look at the world. Just don't do this. And everyone's like, yeah, you're right.
And there's a pretty good fight between her and Cheetah right before it. I thought that fight was, even though she was kind of CG, I still think that it was a really well done fight for what it was for this movie, and maybe I'm giving it a little bit of a pass. But then you go again, you have her not being Wonder Woman to solve the problem. Like Wonder Woman, I feel is very strong-headed, like pig-headed when it comes to fighting. Like she's one of the characters where it's like, I'm gonna kind of want to just kick your ass before I do anything else. Like try to use brute strength.
She's a warrior first. It's not like and I'm not saying Wonder Woman's a stupid character.
No,
she's just a warrior first. And the thing though too is like they show her learning how to fly, and then all of a sudden now she's riding the lightning over here, using her fucking whip as Spider-Man swinging around, and the same thing during the fight.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, it was the same thing. It was the same thing. Like I said, when they're having the fight with Cheetah, instead of just flying around, what is she doing? She's using her weapon.
There was, like I said, there was part of it where it wasn't, but like when they actually were fighting, I thought it was kind of cool.
No,
like that stuff.
It was cool.
But you're right. When she's on the whip and she's just going back and forth and she's not doing anything, and we're watching just Cheetah whip around the fucking area on the fucking electrical line, I was just kind of like, eh.
Here's the thing, though. Like, and that thing that you said about scenes that could be shorter. That whole scene about her learning how to fly.
Yeah.
She's sitting there like this. She's flying like this. Then she's like this. And then she's like this. And then she's like this. Like how many, like we said, when she was fucking Vogue over here, also she's Madonna striking a pose, trying to learn how to fly. Yeah, it's, I'm going to fly this way. It's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing I can say about it. A lot of it's what are you doing when it comes to the movie. So
this was not. I don't feel like a successful.
It's not
sequel at all.
I don't. I think that the first one is such a good movie. I think that this one it had promise and then it just failed to deliver. I think length suffers. It makes the movie suffer so much. Just being so 2.5 hours. I'm glad that this is on HBO
like
Max.
4 hours, I tell you that.
Yeah, it felt longer. I mean, we started about 9:40, I think you said. And we ended about midnight. And it felt, and I can't believe that Patty Jenkins, the director, said, "Oh, I could have gone 15 more minutes." No, you could have cut 30 minutes out of this movie.
Maybe more.
Oh, yeah, maybe more. You could have maybe made a nice streamlined movie at like an hour and 50. And it might have been a little better. Maybe just leave a little more action packed. I just hate when you get bamboozled by certain trailers where you seem like there's going to be all this action.
Yep, and
it's like 3 scenes.
At a 2.5 hour movie, there are probably maybe 15 minutes of action out of it.
You might as well have Zack Snyder direct this movie because he, with Batman versus Superman, was the same fucking thing. And she did the exact same things and made the exact same mistakes that Zack Snyder made in that movie. You have some really cool stylized action scenes, but there's just so much boring shit for way too fucking long because you think you got a big fucking head because the first movie that you did was really fucking good, and now this is what you're putting out. So it makes me, I'm not even going to say what it makes me worried about for the future, but, so I guess, Pat, what would you rate this film?
We're going out of 5?
Yeah, we're going out of 5.
I'm going to give it a 2. 1.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 2 cheetahs out of 5.
2 cheetahs out of 5?
Yeah, I think it deserves it. I think because the acting is good enough where it is, but it doesn't get I just can't make it get any higher than a 2.
Let's see. Okay, well, I'll probably stick with a 2, but I'll just see. 2 Make-A-Wish foundations out of 5.
2 saving kids and almost killing them out of 5. Oh man! So there's a lot more in the movie, but if you guys are checking it out, check it out. I mean, it's on HBO Max.
You got HBO Max, watch it. It's free.
Yeah, let us know.
And I always say, and Brian, I know feels the same way. We might tear through a movie and hate it or whatever, but you watch it and get your own opinion.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own opinion. If you like it, you like it. You can be wrong, but if you like it, you like it. No, I'm just playing. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If you like it, whatever. This is just what we think.
Yeah. So on both of our channels, so if you like the content, I guess like and subscribe. comment down below. Let us know if you saw it.
Yeah.
I'd really like to actually hear a lot of people, see what they think. Because I think right now when I was looking on Metacritic, it got a 59% from critics, and it got a 50% from the audience. So that shows you, like, and then you look at the reviews and who likes it and who doesn't.
Well,
and there are certain places that, like I expected it to be. I know a lot of those things are dollar rated. That's why you look at the user ratings, and some people absolutely love it, and some people absolutely hate it. It seems like it's right down the middle.
You know what? I can't speak. I haven't read any of the reviews, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I want you to get your own opinion. Not.
Oh yeah.
Not. Oh my God, this is so strong. Woman, hear me roar. So it has to be good.
This isn't Black Christmas.
Oh Jesus. Rare.
So, Pat, why don't you do your plugs?
Yeah. So, Paranormal Pativity Podcast. You can find me on there. Obviously, if you're on the channel, but like Paranormal Pat 64 on Instagram and Twitter, and then Sola 64 for food reviews. This is probably going to go on the Paranormal, which I know it's not Paranormal channel YouTube, but I do my movie reviews on there because it's my YouTube and I do what the hell I want.
All right, and I'll make sure that you also follow Terrible Terror Podcast here on this is also on the Terrible Terror channel. We put it up 2 separate views and 2 separate channels. We're going to probably do little things different with the video portion of it. So I do a little something. I don't know what he's going to do with the video portion of it. And then go check out the Terrible Terror Podcast. Also check out It Be Like That Podcast, which is a podcast we do together.
Sure.
And check out the channel It Be Like That, which will also be in the comments or the description below. As every other Saturday, we do a live stream on YouTube.
It's true.
So, which we might bitch some more about Wonder Woman. Who knows? So I guess that's it for this one. Anything else? All right. See ya.